Now, the next level I go to is the Lost City. It would technically be faster to go down to the Iron Whale because that optimizes map movement. The reason I don't is because this enemy over there on the left, Rise, more often than not he will come down here and block your progress to the Iron Whale. So for the sake of just having splits, I decided to go to the Lost City. So let's just jump right in. Hopefully this slime will move like he is, and you can jump all the way down here and break all of these blocks at once, and then pogo that last one, and then continue. Something to note is that if you take damage from this slime on your way down and have damage, you can skip this first fire slime. Otherwise, what you have to do is something like this, where he'll be walking toward you, but you just turn around and swing your shovel, and that will cause you to get damage boosted left. And then you just keep going, hit the fire out of your way if it will be in your way. Jump over here and do that. This room just takes practice to get used to, but sometimes you don't have to hit that guy back. I'll try and show it off again and explain. But if you break all those walls correctly and then cut that last corner, you don't actually have to reflect him. That's what that should look like. Fall straight down onto the beetle, and now I will explain beetle skip. What I'm going to do is use the bird that's trapped in this level, or in this room, and bounce off of him at the end of this room to skip this auto-scroller. Or part of it anyway. And the way you do this is by lining yourself up in a very specific spot on the beetle so the bird spawns in the right spot. And you'll know if the bird has spawned in the right spot because you'll get him flying in a V pattern inside his cage. The spot you need to stand is right before this first fire droplet, right here, and then as this next one falls, you jump over here, walk over here, and get yourself as close to the ledge as possible without falling off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the beetle to come over and make himself a platform, but just barely enough so that I can land on the first couple pixels. And as the bird bounces off of the stone blocks on the left, I'm going to walk off, turn left, and break both of the sand blocks at the same time. That causes the bird to fly down there. Break these dirt blocks however you want, and slow yourself down against that wall, or at some point, so that you can do this. And pogo off of the bird and break the block with a shovel swing. Sometimes you will bounce off of the bird, and you'll actually bounce off of the corner of the dirt block. But if you don't slow yourself down at all, you'll move too fast for the bird, and you won't be able to make this at all. So it just takes some practice to get used to recognizing, okay, I need to slow myself down right here, or over here, or wherever. So to continue, you can back off slash to damage boost on this guy. It's easier to take damage from the fire. This room is all the same every time you go through it. Just jump and pogo when you need to. Short hop, pogo, pogo, jump over. You can either damage boost on the slime, or you can jump and swing at that bird in the air. And the whole reason this works is because enemies in this game don't damage you when you damage them. And also the birds don't cause any pushback when you attack them. So because of that, you can just pass right through him and land on the next platform. For this next knight, I'm going to jump after I pass this fence and right about here, and that should cause him to just stand in place and raise his shield, as opposed to stabbing you. For this room, you can either walk up, swing this, or swing at this, and then continue on to the right. Or, for optimal movement, you can do that and either pogo off that last block as it is still there, or just wait and then continue jumping. Something else to note is you can't pogo fire slimes. Ideally, when moving through this room, I'll actually die just so I can show it off. But you would break everything and pick up the health that's hidden in this room, and I'll show you where it is. Because you will need the health later, because it's the fastest spot to get health in this level. And that's kind of how that room should look. Don't pogo as you enter this screen, so you don't waste time bouncing on these. Hit this, pogo off the corner of this big one to cut this corner and save frames. On this slime, what I'm going to do is similar to breaking all the blocks in planes. Instead of hitting jump and attack at the same time, I hit jump and then attack very rapidly. And what that does is it it makes me kill him, but it still keeps me airborne so that I start moving at my maximum movement speed immediately after swinging my shovel. Come down here, go over here, break this, break this. You can either take damage from the slime to get boosted over here, or hopefully they'll just stay out of your way. Come over here, jump, bounce once, bounce twice, works every time, and you'll land on this platform safely. Bounce off of this, come down here, kill these slimes, don't take damage from them, found out that was slower. If the slimes do break this, this little goo block, you can actually hit it as it's descending, and then you can do that. Jump and hit this, bounce over here, and right here you can either fall down here, hit the dirt block and do everything as intended, or you can jump, hold against this this wall, hold right, and hopefully you'll hit the block and the slime at the same time. Like that. Jump over here, and right here you can either just walk off and bounce 3 times after you turn the lava into goo, or you can jump off of the tip of this platform and only bounce twice and save a couple seconds. I missed it, let me try and show it off. Not gonna work, but it is possible, just very hard to do. Hold down to break these, react to whatever he does, sometimes he'll stab, sometimes he won't. Right here you can either do this as intended, or jump down and do a back hop slash to get damage boosted this way. This room has 3 different ways you can get through it. I'm gonna try and show off all 3 of them. The first one being very simple, you just wait for the beetle to come all the way over here, and about as he approaches the end of this other platform, you just break these. Come over here and stand on the last little dirt block. Jump to the right and pogo him and break these blocks, and that gets you over here without having to wait too long for the beetle to come. The other one you can do requires like a triple frame perfect thing to occur. Hopefully I can get it right now. You can either jump early or wait for this fire, jump and swing and break both of those, and break those as soon as possible. Hit the bird, pogo twice, hit the fire. And the bird will come over here, and as he approaches you do the same thing. That's the fastest way to get through this room. It can be slightly faster if you don't wait to hit the first fire thing out of the way. But that's extremely hard to do. The other way you can do this room, which actually I have to reset it as well because of reasons. There's another way where you can still get the bird to fly under the dirt, and then you'll get the same ending from the one I just did. You come over here and you just wait right here until the beetle hits the start of this platform. Anyway, ideally the bird would do the same thing, but you just wait and use the beetle as a platform, and the bottom one would fly and hit this block, and you continue just like the way I did at the end of the second beetle skip I showed you. Right here, I like to jump and swing and break that block, and what this does is as I continue, it doesn't stop me at all, and then you just break the dirt like normal. So for Mole Knight, what I'm gonna do is, again, enemies don't damage you and you damage them, and you can abuse this on Mole Knight a lot. You can either jump, swing, and pogo, and that will hit him twice, or you can jump, swing, turn around, and swing. And the reason I do it this way, by turning around, is because it seems to keep his height kind of fixed on the screen. If you do the pogo method, it seems to change his height and he'll be either too high or too low. And that either leads to you getting hit, and either way you'll miss hits. There's just a chance that it can happen though, so do whatever feels comfortable for you. After that portion, I will pause and explain what you should be doing. Right here, if you're on the right spot of the screen, you can swing twice and jump cancel the second attack into a pogo, and then you want to hit his third projectile back at him. Alternatively, you can just hit him once and then cancel into a pogo. I missed it, but you reflect this one back at him and it hits him. If you stand right about where quit is on the screen, and hit him twice, sometimes he won't hit you, and you can still jump up and hit him when he does this butt slam attack. Or you just hit him twice, get hit yourself, and then continue attacking him. After he summons the dirt, you can jump cancel, and I'm going to let him live. You can hit him the entire time he's digging down, and then look for this, and you can dig him out and continue jump canceling him. If he gets here, you can reflect the glowing fire droplets back at him. But make sure you kill him before that phase, otherwise after that phase he summons dirt blocks and fireballs, and it's a mess of a time to try and kill him.